Hello everyone at the residence. This is Lindsay Mann back with another art video for everyone. So one of my favorite things that I actually was able to donate to you guys was these awesome wooden signs, and they actually are shaped like flowers, and they have these little like pieces of string on them, so you can like hang them up anywhere you like, on the back of your door, on the front of your door, on the wall, anywhere, and they are super cute. And I'm actually going to show you a little bit more of a complicated design, but don't worry, I know you guys can totally handle it because I've seen some of your art pieces at the residence, and you guys are awesome now. So I'm basically going to paint it and show you how to do a little dandelion painting on here that is super simple, super easy, and yeah, so like I mentioned before, there's tons of paint. I know you guys have so many different colors. You can even mix colors if you'd like. But the first thing you're going to want to do to paint this and paint these dandelions is pick your background color. And we are going to use some darker and some lighter colors on top. So I would probably recommend a lighter color for the background, like a light blue, light pink, light purple. I picked this like lavender purple color for my background. So yeah. And then the other colors you're going to need is a little bit of white paint and a little bit of black paint. So yeah, so the first thing you're going to want to do is get out your base color, and you're just going to paint the entire thing. And you're really only going to need one coat because, like I said before, these wooden pieces are really like a light shade of wood, so you don't really need too many colors to cover them. And a reminder, like I said before, make sure to paint your edges just so it makes it just like look more like neat, more put together. Honestly, if you don't want to, you don't have to, but it's just something I sometimes forget to do, so I wanted to remind everyone. But yeah, I will show you guys once I have this all painted and what that looks like. So I just finished painting the background of my flower, and it does look a little bit patchy, but I think that's only because of the lighting in here. If you look at it in person, it's a solid color. But if you paint yours and you think the background's a little too patchy or a little too light, you can see the stuff coming through, you can do another coat, you can do 2 more coats, however many you want. It's your piece, whatever you want. Awesome. So, so to show you the dandelion piece, you need to make sure that however many coats you do, that the base color is completely dry, just so the paints don't smudge and mix as we do it. So I'll be working with black basically, and I'll be making these little lines. Basically, I'm going to make these like some straight, some more squiggly lines that go from like the little like bottom part of the flower, the bottom ridge, up to like the middle, wherever you kind of want them to land. And I'll show you right now what those look like once I finish them. So I started drawing these stems of my dandelions, and this is what they look like. And it's a little intimidating at first, but I can show you. So basically, I just took this smaller brush, and this is like a flatter one. You can honestly use any small brush, and I just made like little continuous lines. And as you can see, mine are not perfect by any means, but that is totally okay. And I'm gonna do, I think, a couple more over here, and you can do as many as you want. You can make the stems as thick as you want. You can make them as thin as you want. You can do as many dandelions as you want or as few as you want, and it'll still come out awesome because it's unique to whatever you guys like. And as you can see, I kind of made the bases of mine a little bit thicker just because it was kind of what I wanted. So after I like did the straight line, I kind of, hard to hold, but I kind of like went in and went out a little bit and brought the line out to the side, like you can see right there. So yeah, I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's all done. I've added all my stems, and you guys can pause this at any time. Take as long as you need to make these stems. So yeah. So I just finished my dandelion stems, and as you can see, I just added another simple one over here. So it is super important for this next step that you make sure that everything is completely dry. As you can see, the tops of my stems are still a little bit wet, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for them to dry. Before I do like the little like white fluff at the top of the dandelion. And yeah, because if you don't wait until it's completely dry, all the colors can mix and it'll look. So right now, the stems of my dandelions, as you can see, are dry, and we are ready to start the little fuzzy things on top. So I'm gonna kind of explain it first, and then like the last thing, I'm gonna show you how I did the first one and kind of show you me like painting it a little bit. It's gonna be kind of a weird angle, but you're basically just gonna need white for this, and you're gonna need like a small brush, nothing like too big. It doesn't have to be too small either. And basically, if you've ever seen like a dandelion, I'm sure you all have, it's kind of like really like thick and white in the center, and then there's all these kind of little fuzzy things that poke off. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna dip into the white, and you're kind of gonna draw like a little like blob right here on right on the end of the stem, And then you're gonna kind of like use your brush and kind of flick the paint kind of outwards and make a little spiral. So I'm gonna do one right now and show you what it looks like, and then kind of guide you through it a little bit more so it's a little easier to show you. So I just did my first one, and like I said with the Sims, these do not have to be perfect by all means. Make them your own. If you want to add like all different fun colors into yours, go ahead and do it. Be creative. I'm just doing white because it's like a standard dandelion color. But this is what it looks like. So basically, if you can see here, there's a lot more white paint in the center than there is on the outside. So basically, I'm just gonna dip into my white and do the other one. You're kind of gonna wanna like make a little like blob right here. So kind of like a little circle-ish. And then while it's wet, you're gonna be pressing your paint into the center, and you're just gonna kind of be flicking it outwards. See, like this, just flick it outwards and go all the way around, and you can just keep doing it, keep perfecting it, make them huge, make them small, make them however you want. And as you can see, there's a lot less paint on the outside of the dandelion, just because, you know, they blow in the wind, they kind of break apart. So yeah, so that's what it's gonna look like, and I'm gonna show you once mine's all set. So I just finished my dandelions, and here's how mine came out. And as you can see, I added kind of like little like strokes around the outside just to kind of look like the dandelions kind of breaking apart. And to do that, what I did is I dipped my brush into the white, and I used like a paper towel or a palette or whatever you have in front of you, and I kind of wiped a lot of the paint off, so it has, as you can see, very little paint. And then I kind of went around and just like lightly pressed it around just to kind of look like that. Again, an optional choice. Be creative, do whatever you would like. And as you can see, mine's not perfect by any means. I have a huge like stroke here, and that's totally fine. That's art. Art's a way of expression. Art's, you know, very individualistic. It's very what you make of it and what you enjoy. And so yeah, feel free to do whatever you like with the rest of this. I finished with this design, and this I think is how I'm gonna leave it, but feel free, you know, if you want to add some more colors up here, if you want to draw some stars, a moon, if you want to paint like whatever you want to paint on here to make it your own, totally go with it. And yeah, I am super excited to see what everyone makes, and I will see you all in another video hopefully. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.